Nikki, everyone started to get quite excited about Nokia around summer last year. The shares did quite well. Then they've started to fall off again since the beginning of this year. We had Q1 results today. The story didn't look so good, did it?
No, it didn't, and the shares fell very heavily at the beginning of the session, though they've come back a bit by now. You feel almost sorry for Nokia in that it sorts out one bit of the business to some extent, only to find another bit deteriorating much faster than it expected. And in this case, well, it's got the smartphones at least on track with the new Lumia smartphones that are Windows-based. It's having a problem with its traditional mobile phones, where sales were very, very weak.
And what seems to be the problem there at those sort of middle and lower end phones?
Well, I think volume, prices, competition, it's all fallen off very, very sharply. You've got cannibalization from low-end smartphones based on the Android system. You've got a degree of stock overhang in the market, and it's really bloody in some of the emerging markets like China, India, where cost is absolutely essential.
And there's some indication that occasionally Nokia gets things wrong in the first quarter, that there's some inventory issues, but the trends seem unequivocal. Are there any other parts of the business that are doing better than expected?
Well, the other two things that people look at are Nokia Siemens, the networks. Now that business, which is the sort of capital equipment for telcos, is doing very well. It started to do very well in the second half of last year. Ericsson, which is also in the same market, is doing quite well, but Ericsson and NSN are very much the two that are doing well there. You've got a pickup in capital expenditure by some of the US telcos, so that's quite encouraging, that business. The other thing people look at is the cash pile at Nokia, and to their great credit, that has not deteriorated. It's 4.5 net cash, slightly up from the end of last year, so at least the buffer is still there.
So the shares have come off this year very quickly. We're down again today. How are they looking on a valuation basis?
Well, that depends on where you think things are going to go. Not, I think, particularly cheap, because it's going to be a long haul on the smartphone side. It is getting better, the sequential growth, they're promising traction ahead, and I think they will make that. But and Nokia Siemens will do all right, perhaps, but they've so much else still to sort out. The cost cutting is still going, so I don't think the shares could really be described as cheap.
No, it sounds a little bit like RIM in the middle and the bottom end, which is a bit of a worry, I think. Let's wish them all the luck. It doesn't sound very good. Thank you very much.